And this week on this channel, I like Dolly's face. Okay. Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Raemiereyes, and this week on my channel, what we're gonna do is we are focusing a little bit more on the passing of Prince, which was very sudden and very strange for me because he was one of my favorite musicians after Michael Jackson, so that's something you need to know about me. It's Michael Jackson and Prince, and just that's how we go. Anyway, so we are doing a Purple Rain inspired tutorial, and it's more like purple crying glitter tears of like sobbing a mess. So I'm actually really excited and really inspired to show you guys this look. I hope you guys can grab on to a little something of Prince through this video because I am super honored in a weird way to be able to do something like this in honor of him. So let's just go ahead, let's just jump right into the tutorial and let's get started. What we're going to do first is we are going to go into the Tartelette Amazon Clay Matte Palette, and we're going to use the color Natural Beauty. And with the Natural Beauty, what we're going to do is we're going to place the color into the natural crease of your eye. This is creating more of a balance in between colors that we're going to use a little bit later. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use more of a fluffier brush, and as I apply the color, I'm also going to blend it out and just touching the inside areas without going more into my lid area or my brow bone. So now my next step, I'm going to go into the Lorac Pro Edition 2 palette in the color Plum, as well as mix the Tartelette palette that we have already used before, and I'm going to go in the color Bombshell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now mix in Bombshell and Plum together and do a series of going a back and forth motion, as well as blending out as I go. I'm going to go in with the same brush that I used with Natural Beauty, and I'm going to take those two purples and I'm just going to naturally just curve in and bring in the color all the way into the corners here without touching the inside area of my lid. So it's a little bit more, it's one of those things where it's easier to do rather than to explain. So just follow the natural shape of your lid and then blend as you are applying your color. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the same Lorac Pro 2 palette, and I'm going to use the color Snow as my brow bone highlight. So I'm going to take more of an angled, smaller brush, and I'm going to just follow the natural arch and shape of my brow. And this is also the area where we haven't touched with any purples whatsoever. So this is going to help to make your eyes stand out just a little bit more. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into the Lorac eyeshadow pod, and I'm going to use the color Ecru, which I'm pretty sure I'm saying that wrong, but if I'm not, kudos to me. So I'm going to use the color Ecru, and I'm going to now place that color all the way into my lid areas that I did not put any of the Bombshell or the Plum or the Natural Beauty. So I'm going to place it into my lid, and then I'm going to get a little fancy on you guys, and I'm going to go back to the Lorac Pro 2 palette, and I'm going to use the color Snow, so the same color we used as our highlight. I'm just going to add a little bit of that color right to the middle of the Ecru, just to give it that little pop of highlight that you'll want to see later, and it kind of will help with the glitter. So then after that, I'm just going to take a clean, normal brush that you would use to put on eyeshadow, and I'm just going to lightly brush over the natural arch of my eyeshadow. That way that it is all blended out and the colors gradually go together. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the Black Diamond coating for lash extensions, and I'm going to now coat my lashes. So this is going to help darken up my lashes, seal them in, brush them out, make sure that any loose powder that has fallen on my lashes has gone away, and that way it all is nice, dark, and black. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use a black gel liner from Starry, and we're going to create a bold wing liner. And in order to create a wing liner, you should go ahead and check out my older YouTube video on how to wing liner. That way you get a detailed description of how to check it out. I'll link it down below. What I'm going to do is I'm going to now go into my Temptu Pro SB Concealer Wheel. I'm going to use the second to darkest and then the one before that, and I'm going to mix those two colors in order to make a match for my skin that's a little bit lighter but not too light. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an very irregular triangle underneath my eye area here. So I'm going to conceal all the way up into my temple, as well as drag it down just a tiny bit, not as far as my nose. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend that out. And then I'm going to set it with the Temptu Pro Invisible Difference Finishing Powder in One Light. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to now use the Mehron 30 Deluxe pack, and I'm going to use the color Violet. This is a water-based product, so it's just paint. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow in the bottom areas of my eyelid here, and I'm going to go a little bit more dramatic considering that this is my Tears for Prince. So I'm going to now bring it out just a little bit and create the illusion of tears, and I'm just going to create the base. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in with the Ben Nye Aqua Glitter in the color Galactic Violet, and this is going to help create the glitter tears. So I am now going to put this is more of a liquid product, so I am going to paint over the Violet Mehron color, and that's going to create the glitter up in this general area. And now we're sobbing. So I'm going to now take my brush and kind of tilt my head back just a little bit and put a little bit more of the product on the brush, and I'm going to drip it onto my face. That way it naturally is going to fall in the tear-like shape rather than being put together in an order, if that makes any sense. Then I'm going to go on with some gold purpley natural just glitter that I have from like the store, and I'm going to press it onto the liquid glitter that I've already put on. That way it helps create more of the glitter illusion. Next, I'm going to go in with my NYC 24-hour waterproof eyeliner in the color Black, and I'm now going to just smudge and smoke out my bottom lash line. This is going to help give a little bit more depth to my eyes. Now I'm going to brush over my bottom lashes in Hello Lashes by IT Cosmetics, and I'm now just going to brush over very lightly my bottom lashes. This is just going to help create a little dimension in between my eyes and the tears. Okay, so to create a little dimension in my skin, I am going to go in with two different bronzers. So I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Chocolate Medium Deep Matte Bronzer, as well as go in with the Wet n Wild Starlight Bronze, and this is going to help create just a tiny bit of dimension in between my skin. So we're going to basically contour. So I like to go into the inners of my cheeks as well as the temples, foreheads, follow around the jawline, and make sure that I'm nice and bronzy. You could definitely go ahead and do the bronzers before you do the tears. I kind of like to do things differently. So we're going to go ahead and create a little bit more of the dimension in your skin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now go in with the Too Faced Perfect Flush Blush, and I'm going to just put a little bit of color in the apples of my cheeks and bring it up just a tiny bit to give me a pop of color. So now one of my final little steps in creating this look is I'm going to go in with the NYX Peakaboo Netural Lip Liner, and then I am going to use the Half and Half Amplified Lipstick by MAC. So with these two things, I am going to line my lips, put on some lipstick, and create the end illusion of this look. Little last step that I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the Lorac Pro 2 palette. I'm going to use the color Snow once more. I'm going to create more of a little highlight on the inside corner of my eyes. So I'm just going to put it in the natural tear duct crease, bring it up a little bit into my lid, as well as bring it down and make sure that those outer edges are blended. Alright everyone, there you have it. There is our Prince tribute tutorial. This is a Purple Rain glittery teary tutorial that I hope you guys take a lot of inspiration from, and I hope it inspires you to go listen to a ton of Prince and to play with a ton of glitter and to have a ton of fun with makeup and really get inspired and into something that you love, because I totally feel like Prince did a ton of stuff for his music and his career and really changed the world in the sense of how people should see people. And so I really hope that you guys take this as an opportunity to just feel inspired and to really grow into your skin and feel like you can do whatever you want to do, because I feel like that's what Prince did for himself and for his fans, because I totally know that he loved his fans. So I'm really honored to do something like this, and I'm really, really grateful that I have the opportunity to be able to show this for you guys. So I hope you guys do recreate this look, and if you guys should recreate this look, please hashtag Raemiemakeup and I do hair and makeup artistry. That way we can see all the inspiration that we have given you as well through prints even. And please make sure that you guys are subscribing to my channel, making sure that anyone you share it with, you are also subscribing to my channel, because I am doing a huge giveaway once we hit 500 subscribers. So make sure you are subscribing in order to have a chance to win that, and I'll make sure that I have details coming to you guys soon once we get closer to our goal. But until next week, I will see you then. I don't know what that was.